Breaking news this evening out of Westminster as the government announces that the United Kingdom will be leaving the European Union at the end of this current football season. Now details are sparse at this time, but more details have been promised to follow soon. Now I believe we also have some breaking news at the sports desk, so we cross over there now to join Charles. And Chaz, I cannot be the only person that had assumed Brexit had happened years ago. Yeah, well, Nigel, you know you Poms are slower than a bloody wet week at the best of times. But yeah, we do have some breaking news this evening out of Leeds United. With reports being confirmed that midfielder Carlos Alina is set to miss a month of action with a back injury. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 6, Episode 3 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United. And today we are going to play... Who are we playing today? We're playing Manchester City in the league and then CSKA Moscow as we continue our Champions League campaign. But the breaking news is the United Kingdom is leaving the European Union in 2025. Can you imagine if it went on that long? Oh, God help us all. But there we go. It is going to happen in game. We have no idea what that's going to mean yet. So, you know, we'll just kind of wait and see what that means for working permits and foreign players and that sort of thing. I just assumed it had happened in game, I'll be honest. But there we go. And the other news, of course, as you heard, is that Carlos Alina, 4 to 5 weeks with a torn back muscle. That's a bit of a loss. It is a big loss for us. We should be able to cope okay because we do have, obviously, Renia, who can play that number 10 role, Bogac, and also Abel Ruiz. So we have replacements, but... yeah, he's a bit of an important player for us. I like him. Alright, we have 2 games to catch you up on since last episode, starting with our match against Burnley in the Premier League. We took an early lead when Vervaeke and Renia combined to set up Haaland. And we quickly doubled our lead when Mariba turned home from a corner. Renia added a third from a tight angle. And we made it 4 before the break when Bowen crossed for Haaland. Burnley managed a late consolation on the break, but we were comfortable winners. So there we go, we were amazing in the first half. 2 early goals set us on our way. Haaland with a double, Mariba and Renia with the others. And yeah, just a really, really good, strong performance against a Burnley team that in the past has troubled us a little bit. You can see there, they did have their threat, but we were really, really good in this one. The next up, we played West Brom in the Carabao Cup third round. Let's see if we can progress. We took the lead midway through the first half with a Bogac stunner. And Gorka Katrian headed in a first Leeds goal to double our lead before the break. Edmondson played in under for our third after half-time. Before he turned provider for Katrian's second. The Baggies pulled one back. But we rounded off the scoring when Under crossed for substitute and Dow to score on debut. A stunning performance this one. Yes, West Brom are a championship team, but we rested players. We gave a first start, I believe, to Kacharian. Well, he was an absolute monster from set pieces. Jumping reach of 18, it's not surprising, but he looks as though he might have a useful future at this club. We gave Endow a debut. He got a goal. We also gave Lipari a game. I don't know if he's going to even be useful as a backup, to be honest. We also gave Charles O'Brien. I believe it was a debut for him as well. So a lot of youngsters that got game time. Really, really strong performance. And we have got Brighton. Brighton and Hove Albion at home in the 4th round. So all the way down here, we can see that. If we have a quick look at what that has meant for the league tables, we are still neck and neck with Liverpool. We've helped our goal difference a little bit. Chelsea are right there as well. So that's looking, as I said last episode, it's looking already as though it might be a 3-horse race. Champions League group, there it is there. Real Madrid did beat Moscow away from home in the first game. We host them in this second one, so it's already looking as though it might be a 2-horse race, especially if both teams win this second round here. Now, we're up against Manchester City today. They are down there in 14th, having a horrible start to the season. Let's see if we can keep that going. Let's have a quick look at what we're up against here. We are away from home, but we are the favourites. They are a Darren O'Day coached team. Now, I remember him as a Celtic defender. I don't ever remember him as a manager. But there's £150,000 a week as a rubbish manager. That is outrageous. Anyway, I shouldn't say he's rubbish until we beat them. If I have a quick look here, they're a very cautious, direct playing style. I can't imagine Manchester City playing that way. This is the formation we're expecting them to come out against. They still have very, very good players. De Bruyne, Dembele, John Stones, you might say, is a good player. You may not, though. So they still have a decent squad. So we've got to be careful here. You can see there their heat map. their passing network and their key passes as well. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out to hopefully take them down. And it's Onana in goal. It's Zagreb from Greenwich Wood and Mahoney as the back four. Phillips and Bogac go in midfield. It's Bowen, Renier and Velvake down the wings. And it is Erling Haaland that goes up top. So they've thrown a little bit of an audible here. They haven't gone out exactly as we were expecting, but that should still be okay for us. Expected to prove a point today. I'm going to say let's go with a little bit of passion. I fully expect us to win this game. This team talk has seemed to be working for us relatively well. Just trying to build confidence, basically. It's always difficult, walking the fine line between complacency and just being the better team and going out and beating somebody. So hopefully, the team talk will work. It has been working. You've seen we've scored a lot of goals in between episodes since I started using it. So let's just kind of hope it does work. Well, usually if I'm experimenting with team talks, it's usually a game that I think we can win, even if we play badly. I'll try something and see if it works. And you can see against Burnley and then again against West Brom, it did work. Haaland gets on the end of a Renier through ball there. Can he pull it back? He can. Bowen's there. Oh, that's a stunning piece of football. Haaland, Bowen, and I think it was Renier that with the initial pass into Haaland. That was stunning. That was a Manchester City goal. Guardiola sort of peak, it was Renier. Haaland held it up, made the run. Renier picked him out. This is wonderful, wonderful football. And look at this, to pick out Bowen and the finish as well. Bravo, boys. Champagne football. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. It's 1-0, Bowen's third of the season, and it doesn't get much better than that. All right, can we go on with this now? That's the big question. Got a booking for Renier, which isn't ideal. Got a throw in the attacking area. Mahoney throws it in for Renier. Renier, his cross is blocked by De Bruyne. Ball forward, and are we going to get in a little bit of trouble here? Rabi brings it forward. He's a decent footballer. We do have him on a short list looking to sign him. Not the best pass back in, though. Kind of took the momentum out of their attack. Now, we know Dembele is a really quick, good dribbler. Can we get a tackle in here? He goes for goal. Onana's got that covered, though, and that will end the highlights. We've done okay. Again, it's one of these where in the game, Manchester City are not a good fit. Demand more, just the highlight started there. Here we go with Bogac. Bogac loses out. Wins it back though. Bogac goes past one. Can he pull it back? He can. Renier. Haaland turns. Edison makes the save. Yes, one of these with Manchester City this season where in game they're a poor team, but sort of mentally you see them and you're just like, oh, it's Manchester City. They're going to be really, really good. And also they have good players as well. So it's perhaps a case of the manager not utilising his players the best. So it's one of these tough games that you want to try and get the win and just get out of there as quickly as possible. But there we go. We do lead 1-0 at the break. It's a game that we've essentially dominated. I'm going to say maybe an assertive... There's more to come from you boys. Look at these match ratings. They're not fantastic. A lot of 6-7, 6-6s. The goal we scored was absolutely beautiful, but outside of that, you do just wonder if we're not playing as well as we could. Velvake, again, is not having a great game. We'll give Onana a little bit of a pep talk as well. We'll get back out there. I don't see a need to change anything too much. Maybe just an early demand more, try and kick us on. If we can get a second goal, then you do wonder if we might just run away with it a little bit. Renier, he's not going to get booked, has he? No, he hasn't. He's been fouled. All right, here we go. Who's taking the free kick? It is Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips. Oh, it's a wonderful free kick. The goalkeeper's frozen to the spot. Calvin Phillips has his first of the season. And I cannot wait to see this from behind the goal because the goalkeeper did not move. Was he screened by his wall? Was it a wonderful free kick? I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing, to be honest. It was good. It wasn't that good, though. It wasn't sort of freeze you to the spot kind of level of quality, was it? We'll give them some praise for that now. I'm looking at Velvake, wondering if it's not his day. We do have Abel Ruiz on the bench. Ideally, I'd like to keep Abel fresh for the Moscow game, but we'll wait and see there. I do think Moscow at home is a game we should be able to win relatively comfortably, which is why we're playing such a strong team here. Here we go, Velvake. Good, wonderful, done. Oh, it's still there, and Haaland sticks it away. I tell you what, Verbake does deserve an assist for that. It was wonderful stuff to get the shot away. Maybe a little bit selfish as well, but he did draw a good save, and Erling Haaland is there. He's been really good at sort of just poaching goals this season as well. 8th goal already for him this season. Wonderfully well to go past his man there, and Haaland just had an open goal. It's essentially a tap-in for a player of his quality, even if there was a defender in the way. And this is now looking very, very nice. Let's get Turpey. I'm trying to maximize Turpey's game time wherever I can. So let's get him on the field for Calvin Phillips. And I think we'll leave it at that in terms of changes. Everybody else there I'd like to play against, will start anyway against Moscow. We'll give them some more praise. 3-0 away from home to Manchester City. It has been comfortable as you like, hasn't it? The one really run and shot from Dembele in the first half is all that we've seen of them. Are they going to put it right back up my mouth now and go and score a goal here? Decent clearance there by Zagreb up to Haaland. What's Haaland going to do? It's a nice ball there for Bogac running through. Can Boggy get himself a goal as well? Kind of got stuck between holding up the play and going for goal, and in the end got shut down and did really neither, didn't he? But there we go. What a performance this has been. 3-0, comfortable win away from home to Manchester City. Look at those match ratings. That was really, really good, boys. Really, really good. Leeds go top of the Premier League. We did have the early kickoff, so it doesn't necessarily mean too much. Liverpool still have a game in hand. Erling Haaland is kicked on from last year to another level, it looks like, which is wonderful news for us. Guys, wait right there. Next up, we play Moscow in the Champions League. Okay, welcome back. We are about to face CSKA Moscow at home in the Champions League. And if we have a quick look at the inbox here, we will see that we are closing in on a new record winning run. We have currently won 10 consecutive games. I think that's what it says. The Leeds United have won, so we've won 11 consecutive games. We've tied the club record. So therefore, a win in this next game will be a record for Leeds United, which would be nice. And to be honest, at home to Moscow, we couldn't have asked for a much better game, could we? We have a quick look at what we're expecting here. We're not actually, we're down to the Russian league loaded up, so we don't know too much about them. What we do have is an analysis report on their last game against Real Madrid. We're expecting them to sort of play the formation that we usually play, the 4-2-3-1. So I don't know how much we can read into any of this, but it just kind of is what it is, isn't it? This is a team that we're sending out. It is Onana in goal. Oh, actually, one piece of minor news injury, but it's significant. This one, Unda is out for about 5 to 11 days there, so he misses this one, which is a little bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest, but we've worked our way around it okay. So it's Onana in goal. It's Brad Darwich, Sutar, Dean, and Wan-Bissaka as the back four. We're going to try Dean as a ball player for this one. If we look here, he has passing of 10 and vision of 10, so he's getting in the ballpark of someone who can play as a ball player. So we're going to try him and see how he goes. McCalmont and Mariba go in midfield. It's the youngster Baker going down the right-hand side. He's developing nicely, so we're going to give him another game here with Renier and Abel Ruiz out on the left. Ideally, Unda would have started this game and probably not Baker, to be honest, but this is kind of is what it is. Leao goes up top. We've seen him get goals for us already this season. Let's get out there. You'll notice on the bench, you may not behind my head here, but we have Kakachi, that guy, Gore Kakachian, the big French centre-back. We also have Endao. So if things are going well, I would like to try and give them some game time here to continue their development. They have come out a little bit different to what we're expecting. Same as Manchester City. They must have seen how well it worked for Manchester City and thought, yes, that's what we need to do. Jadem says pick up where you left off last time. Let's go with, can we say that with passionate? Just a calm. All right, pick up where you left off last time out. So we'll go some calm. We have faith here as well. And yeah, let's see if we can score some more goals. And here we go. It's always good to have the Champions League anthem ringing around Ellen Road again, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, Real Madrid beat them only 1-0, but it was in Russia. So I'd like to think that we can get the better of them here. Ideally, as I said, I'd like to get some early goals so we can give Endao and Kakachian. I'm going to have to come up with a nickname for that guy, aren't I? Yeah, give them some game time just to help their development on a little bit more here. Galatasaray, I thought Real Madrid had gone behind there, but they've taken the lead. But that's to be expected, really, isn't it? Let's see if we can follow suit here, ideally. Dean to McCalmont. What's he going to do for us? McCalmont, that's a good pass. Is he onside? If Abel Ruiz is onside, it's a stunning pass. He had to be offside. No, it's a corner. Well, Abel Ruiz, that must have been a stunningly timed pass and run there to get that clear. Here we go with Brad Darwich knocking in the corner. It's headed away. Abel Ruiz will retrieve it at the edge of the area. Gets into a decent crossing position. It's tackled away, but Brad Darwich still has it, but that will end the highlight. Now, Mariba's condition's gone down quite a bit there. I wonder if he's got a bit of a kick in the shins or something. Ball in, headed. Oh, what a header from Rafael Leao, flying through the air like some sort of winged salmon. And he's headed it beautifully into the back of the net. 1-0 to Leeds United. I think Real Madrid had just scored a second goal as we were scoring this one. Look at that header from Leao. That is Superman stuff. And that is also 1-0, and we will take it. Let's demand a little bit more of that, please, boys. Keeping a very, very close eye on Mariba's condition. What we don't want is him getting himself injured if this is a game that is looking as though it might be comfortable for us. Real Madrid 3-0 up now. Galatasaray are clearly a very, very poor team, aren't they? 4-0 now. Poor old Galatasaray. Here we go with Abel Ruiz. Can he pull a ball back? It is good. It's Baker down for Mariba, and that is stunning, stunning football. I tell you what, the teamwork we have in our goals this season, absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff. We didn't sign too many players, and I wonder if we're seeing the benefit of that now, because we're scoring a lot of goals from team movement, sort of more team goals, and that is, Baker's done wonderfully well, put it on a plate for Mariba, and he smashed it in for his third of the season. Excellent, excellent stuff. Yeah, if we can get maybe another goal before half, 5-0 Real Madrid now over Galatasaray. If we can get another goal before half-time, I might even consider making those changes at half-time. We'll see how we go here. Mariba, 7-0. Well, I thought we were going to have a nice spot with goal difference after that Galatasaray beating, but maybe not. Maybe Real Madrid's just cancelling out all our goals that we got against them. Suta almost caught in possession. Does get it to go back to Onana, though. And it's becoming a bit of a long old highlight. Can we make something come of this, though? Mariba, there's a ball looking for Ruiz. Ruiz has it. Can he square it back? He can. It's Baker, and Baker heads it over the bar. Cross maybe looked just fractionally too high for him. But so far, so good. That's been a really good performance. Let's not worry about what Real Madrid's doing. 7-0. That is embarrassing. We'll just worry about ourselves here. But what do we want to say? Let's go in assertive, perhaps. Don't let your performance levels drop. Some calm. We want to see a little bit more from you, please, Mr. Dean. We've got a complacent-looking Brad Darich. He does love a little bit of complacency, doesn't he, old Brad Darich? Let's tell a little bit more, please, from you, Rennie, up. We'll keep. We won't say anything to Abel Ruiz. He's looking motivated. He says he's playing a 6.7. I think he's been doing okay getting in behind down the left side there. So I'm not too displeased with him, to be honest. Here we go, Mariba to Renia. So I think it was the first we've seen of Renia. He goes past one like he's not there, and Renia draws a decent save. And it's not Akinfeev in the Moscow goal. That must be a first for a very, very long time. He's been in their goalkeeper for, seems like forever. Sutar with a header over the bar there. A promising start to the second half, but we haven't capitalised just yet. Good header there from Baker to win that challenge. He crosses it across there for Ruiz. Ruiz, can he beat his man? Of course he can. Can he get a ball into the box? Now is he going to go himself? Abel Ruiz. Maybe just ever so selfish there. Just a little bit on the selfish side. He's only playing a 6.3. We don't really have anybody else to play on the left-hand side. 8-0 now, Real Madrid over Galatasaray. Mariba strides through the middle. Back for Brad Darich. Brad Darich back for Mariba for Abel Ruiz. Ruiz, what's he going to do? It's a nice pass for Brad Darich on the overlap. Crosses blocked, but it's going to come out there to McCalmont. McCalmont across now for Wan Bissaka. In there for Mariba, for Baker, back for Mariba. Is he going to go? Yes, he is. Back to Baker. Can he get his cross in? He gets by his man, does he? He does. He goes himself. It's there to tap in for Rafael Leao. 5th of the season for him, 2nd of the game. And that should just about be that, I should think, at this point. 3-0 up. Early days in the second half. We go back top of the group as well. The next, I'm imagining we'll play Real Madrid next. That is going to be a really, really interesting game, isn't it? Let's not forget, this isn't necessarily our strongest team either right now. So we obviously put in all the big guns against Real Madrid when we play them. So it could be an interesting battle between us. I'm going to say I've just about seen enough here. So let's get Suta off and give the two youngsters a go in the centre of our defence. He's not a ball player though, is he? 10 and 9. No, not quite. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have somebody else to play down the left-hand side, so we might just have to leave that for now. We'll give Baker a little bit more time here, and then I think we'll bring in Dow on, maybe just around about the hour mark, which is about now. We'll wait till after this highlight, then we might make that change as well. Header, and it's in at the back post. Could Onana have done a little bit better there, perhaps? Now, the problem with this now is that get sort of game back on. Who's lost that header? It is McCalmont. I mean, they've scored one goal from a corner. It's pretty much the only highlight they've had. 10-0, Real Madrid over Galatasaray. That is a record. I do want to give Indao some game time here, so I'll make that change. And I think the other one we might make, if this goes in, I'll be a little bit nervous. I'll tell you that much for free. Mariba with the ball out there for McCalmont. He finds Ruiz getting forward. We've got men coming through the middle. Can Ruiz square it? Look at that, we're queuing up. It's Leao on the hat-trick, and Rafael Leao sticks it away, and that does put the game to bed now, surely. 4-1. I cannot believe Real Madrid's put 10 past Galatasaray. That's outrageous. Ruiz has done really, really well there. Hopefully that'll help his match rating. He didn't go himself, and 2 decoy runs, and Leao comes in on the overlap and sticks it away. Excellent stuff. All right, another corner to defend here. I'm wondering if we might need to work on defending corners. Just do a session. And Dow's read that like a book, and here he goes. Here goes the youngster. What's he got for us? He doesn't look quite quick enough. He's drawn the foul there, though, and he's got it. Is it off? No, it's just the booking. I don't want to risk Mariba anymore. He's just a little bit tired there. Let's get Turpey on. Get him in there as a ball winner. We'll let him get forward on support as well. Win the ball and then get forward. And that's our 3 subs done, of course. But at 4-1, the game is essentially done, isn't it? Dean across to Katatrian. Ball, nice pass out there for Ruiz in space. What can Ruiz do this time? Goes past his man yet again. How many dribbles has Ruiz made this game? It's there for Leao. Leao, almost a 4th. Have we had somebody score 4 goals in a game? That's an interesting question. I don't know if we have. I've given them praise as this highlight starts. It's away by the youngster Kakatrian. And can we get a second block in? We can. Turpey's got that. And here goes Ndao getting forward. The youngster. Through the academy, of course. Can he beat his man? Oh, yes, he can. Can he get a ball to the back post? No, it's a good sliding block, but he still has possession. Gets a second cross in. It's headed on. It's away by the Russians. Wan-Bissaka's not going to quite get to that. Can he win it back? No. And he's out of position here. Is that Turpey getting back again? Does really well. This is a good counter-attack from the Russians. And, Onana just about makes the save. We might need to tell them maybe a concentrate. I may have hit a shout before that highlight started. I'm just clicking randomly at this point, shouting everything. Come on, boys. Let's get another block in here. We have looked relatively good defending in this sort of position, getting blocks in and tackles. There we go again. Ruiz passes it out there for Ndao. Back to Wan-Bissaka, and we just casually play it between ourselves. There's a decent ball over the top. I think looking for the run of Renio, number 10, I think, isn't it? Or is it Leao? Oh, it is Leao. Ball forward again. It's a really, really open game, isn't it? Oh, he's gone straight past Wan-Bissaka like he's not there. Bissaka's supposed to have tackling of 18. I've got to say, he's not the best one-on-one. It's a little bit disappointing. They're trying an underlap. Brad with a cross. It's headed away. McCalmont picks it up back for Turpey. Look out here to the right-hand side, Terps. No, he doesn't get him. It gets taken away. Ball over the top. Kakatrian's got that covered. Back to Onana. Out for Dean. Comfortably done. And we go again here. Wan-Bissaka out there for Ndao. The youngster. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Let me know what you think too of Ndao. How you think he's done. He's looked bright, hasn't he? Considering, the quality of opposition he's up against. Leao! Oh, he's almost got 4. Ruiz keeps possession. Back to Brad Darwich for Turpey. Is Turpey going to line one up? No, he goes out for it's a hack down referee. It's more than a trip. It's a kick. Who's standing over this one? It's Renier. He goes himself. It's off the goalkeeper. Not the most convincing goalkeeping. And it goes behind for a corner. And here we go. McCalmont to swing it in. Decent. Dean over the bar. Should have done a little bit better with that chance, I think, Max Dean. But look at these match ratings. We're looking really, really good here. Can we get another goal? A 5th to tap it off. Ball in again. Leao down to Renier. It's still bouncing around. Turpey with the ball for a split second, but it's hacked away. I don't like that we're looking complacent here, but I can't really give him a shout just yet, so it just kind of is what it is. Yeah. Come on. Can we get a ball back? I'd really like Leao to get 4, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, it might. It takes a split second to score a goal, doesn't it? Come on, can we get a tackle? Wan-Bissaka again, beaten one-on-one. Can he get back? He's gotten back okay. Cross comes in, and that's a miss, isn't it? Is that Gylfi Sigurdsson? No, it's not. It's another Sigurdsson. It's a Sigurdsson, as opposed to the Sigurdsson. We'll give him some praise late on here. We're in the last seconds of stoppage time. Brett Darwich to Leao. Oh, Leao has got a fourth. Go on, Raphael. 7th of the season for him. I tell you what, he's going neck and neck with goals for with Erling, Erling Haaland. He's got 8. Leao has 7. And Leao has only played 2 or 3 games, I think. So, what a performance from Raphael Leao. That is the club record for most wins in a row as well. 5-1. And Leao has 4 of them. A stunning, stunning performance. Well done, boys. Don't get complacent. But we're looking all right, aren't we? 5-star Leeds United triumphant. We're averaging 5 goals a game in the Champions League, and that's not bad. A thumping of CSKA Moscow, a haul of goals from Raphael Leao, and that is what you like to see. Look at the league tables. We are top. Liverpool and Chelsea did both win, but we are top on maybe goals scored, maybe alphabetical order at this point, who knows. And look at that. It is definitely a 2-horse race in this Champions League group between ourselves and Real Madrid. They have us by a single goal right now. They ended up putting just the 10 past Galatasaray. So that's going to be a new Champions League record almost certainly. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I mean, we did this to start of last season as well, but we aren't looking too bad here, are we? We'll be back next time for Manchester United away, Real Madrid at home, 2 massive, massive games. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.